A parent once told me, my 10-year-old looked me straight in the eyes and lied to my face. And here's what I told her to do. I told her to thank her. Wait, what? The big question is, why do kids lie? And how should we as parents respond to them so that things don't get worse or damage our relationship with them? In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 3-step approach. Number 1, why do kids lie in the first place? And it's actually more common than you think. And number 2, what not to do when you catch your child lying. Number 3, what to say and do instead to build an honest and trusting long-term relationship with them. So let's start with the big picture. Why do kids lie in the first place? And why does it stir up so much strong emotions and feelings in us parents? Here's the honest truth. Kids lie. And so do we as adults. Lying is a natural defense mechanism. It's often our way to avoid shame or punishment or disconnection, and it's not about being manipulative. But for parents, it feels like a betrayal. That's why the instinct is to call it out or punish it harshly. Unfortunately, this backfires, and I'm sure you are experiencing that. When kids feel unsafe to tell the truth, they don't grow more honest. They just learn to lie more convincingly. So if punishments and shame, they don't work, what should we not do when our kids lie? Sometimes our responses to lying actually encourages more lying. We might say things like, "Why are you lying to me? Did you really think I wouldn't find that out?" Or even, "That's it, you're grounded." But when we lead with accusations or punishments, we actually reinforce the very behavior that we're trying to stop. Because truthfully, when kids feel unsafe telling the truth, they just get better at lying. They don't grow out of it, they just get sneakier. So here are my top 3 tips on what you need to avoid doing. Stop asking the question you already know the answer to. Did you hit your brother? Sets them up for that lie again. Of course they're going to say no. And then you're trapped in a lying cycle. Don't promise them that they will not get into trouble if they tell you the truth. I know this sounds nice, but it's just not realistic. Avoid lecturing. Please avoid those lectures or reacting with big emotions, because this is just going to teach your child to fear your response, not reflect on their choices. So now that we know what to avoid, let's talk about what actually helps build honesty and accountability in your child. Remember, you can hold boundaries without creating shame and fear. Number 1 is ditch those rhetorical questions and start explaining what it is that you are seeing. So instead of saying, "Did you take that from your sister?" Because you already know that they did. Instead, state what it is that you're seeing. "I see your sister's crying and her toys on the floor. Let's figure it out together what happened." This helps them to not feel accused in that moment. And it helps them to feel like you're on their side, helping them to correct something that they know they made a mistake with. Understand the fear behind the lie. If your child has a history of being scolded or punished harshly for telling the truth, lying is actually a way of self-protection. The goal isn't to catch them. The goal is to create a space where they can be honest and still feel safe. Set realistic expectations with them. Avoid saying things like, "You'll never get in trouble if you tell me the truth." That is just not realistic, and it sets you up for breaking your word. And when you keep breaking your word, this breaks the trust, the bond that you have with your child. Instead, communicate clearly by saying something like, "Telling me the truth helps me to understand what it is that you need. There may still be a consequence, but we will work through this together." This keeps things honest between you and your child. You're not trying to hide the fact that there will be a consequence if they did something wrong. And it is so important to make that clear and to not make broken promises like you won't get in trouble. This keeps things honest and clear. Expectations are clear with your child. That telling the truth is exactly what you need from them. And you are not lying, you're not sugarcoating the fact that there may still be a consequence when they tell you the truth. But you're not leaving them, you're not abandoning them if they do tell you the truth, because you're still there to work through whatever challenge, whatever it is they made a mistake that they're trying to conceal from you, you are still going to be there. Finally, hold boundaries with connection. Being honest doesn't mean that there are no consequences. It means that the consequences isn't about shame or rejection. So you can say something like, you'll need to take a break and help make things right. Not because I'm mad, but because it's important to fix what was hurt. This creates a safe space for honesty even when things go wrong. So remember this: lying isn't a sign that your child is broken or a bad child. It's a sign that they're human. And your response has that power to either reinforce fear or build that honesty. So the next time your child lies, take a deep breath. And remind yourself, your child is still a good person. Don't let your own emotions and feelings of betrayal or sadness or disappointment in your child take over. Instead, learn to get curious. Learn to identify what it is that you're seeing and help them work through it so that they can be honest with you. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button for more real talk on parenting tricky behaviors. And let me know in the comments what kind of lies are coming up in your home and what feels the hardest to respond to in a calm way. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.